ready to explore a country that's way more than just a headline. Today, we're taking a deep dive into Syria.
Yeah, we're going way beyond the news and uncovering the incredible history and culture of this place.
I mean, you always hear about Syria in the news.
Right, but there's so much more to it than that.
Exactly. And we've got some really cool sources lined up, full of these kind of hidden gems.
Oh, yeah, these are some fascinating little-known facts that are going to change how you see Syria, I think.
Big time. So, get ready for some surprises, because trust me, there's so much to discover.
Absolutely.
Okay, to kick things off, this fact just totally blew my mind. Did you know that Damascus is thought to be one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the entire world?
Seriously, how old are we talking?
Over 11,000 years old.
11,000 years. Wow, that's just mind-boggling.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about.
Like, imagine while Stonehenge was being built, Damascus was already thriving. A busy city going about its day.
It's like stepping back in time. And speaking of ancient wonders, we have to talk about Palmyra. Ever heard of it?
Of course. The Bride of the Desert.
Yes. With those incredible Roman ruins, right?
Absolutely stunning. It really shows how far the Roman Empire's reach was.
Way beyond Europe.
Exactly. Those grand colonnades and temples, rising up from the desert sands.
It's like a picture out of a history book.
Totally. And it speaks volumes about cultural exchange.
And architectural brilliance.
For sure.
It's amazing how connected the world has always been.
Yeah.
And it's not just about empires. Think about Aleppo soap, for instance.
Oh, yeah. Aleppo soap. Amazing stuff.
It's been around for over 1,000 years.
1,000 years.
Who would have thought something we use every day had such deep roots in Syria?
It's incredible, isn't it? And the way it's made, with that unique blend of olive oil and laurel oil.
Yeah.
Well, get this. Aleppo soap actually influenced soap making in Europe.
Really?
Yeah. It's believed to be like a precursor to Castile soap.
Castile soap, the one that got super popular all over Europe.
That's the one.
Wow.
It really shows how knowledge and, actual goods traveled along those old trade routes, shaping the world we live in today.
It's pretty wild to think that something as simple as soap has such a global story.
Yeah, it really makes you think.
And speaking of stories, did you know that one of the earliest alphabets we know of, the Ugaritic script, was actually discovered in Syria?
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Where in Syria?
A city called Ugarit on the coast. And get this, it dates back to around 1400 BCE.
1400 BCE. That's over 3,000 years ago.
Crazy, right?
Absolutely. And the discovery of that Ugaritic script, that was a game changer.
How so?
Well, it totally revolutionized how we understand the development of writing, It shows us that the alphabet, which is like the foundation of how we communicate in writing, has roots in Syria.
So we're talking about the very way we communicate today.
Exactly. And that's what makes this region so important. Syria as part of the Fertile Crescent.
Wait, can you explain what the Fertile Crescent is?
Oh, sure. Think of it like this. It was the Silicon Valley of the ancient world. This region, it stretched all the way from the Persian Gulf to the Mediterranean Sea.
Oh, wow, that's a huge area.
It is, and it's where we first see things like agriculture, writing, organized societies, all that stuff starting to flourish. It was like a hub of innovation, the birthplace of empires that shaped the course of history.
And Syria was right in the middle of it all.
Right in the heart of it.
That really puts things into perspective. So we've got these ancient cities, Roman ruins, soap making that's been going on for centuries, early alphabets.
Yeah.
It's clear that Syria has a really long and layered history.
Yeah, and there's so much more to it than just the ancient stuff.
Right. And part of that history is this incredible mix of religions and cultures.
Oh, absolutely. Syria's been a melting pot for centuries.
Yeah, it's been home to significant Christian, Muslim, and Druze populations, for a really long time.
You'll find some of the world's oldest churches and monasteries there.
Right alongside mosques and these ancient temples.
It's a testament to Syria's long history as a crossroads of faiths. And it's a reminder that diversity, it really enriches a place.
It really does. Okay, but let's shift gears for a second and talk about the landscape. Syria's got a pretty diverse landscape, right?
For sure. It's got a bit of everything,
Yeah, like what?
Well, you've got the Mediterranean coastline with its beautiful beaches. Then you've got fertile valleys, perfect for agriculture. And then there's the vast Syrian desert.
The Syrian desert.
Yeah. And if that's not enough, you've even got snow-capped mountains.
Snow-capped mountains in Syria.
Yeah. Amazing, isn't it? And this diverse geography, it's inspired some pretty incredible feats of engineering throughout history.
Like the Quinat system.
Exactly. Those ancient underground water channels, they're still in use today.
They are. Wow.
Yeah. They were designed to bring water from the mountains to the towns and fields, to avoid evaporation in that harsh desert climate.
That's so smart. Talk about thinking ahead.
It's a testament to the ingenuity of the people who live there, and their focus on sustainability.
Absolutely. And here's another fun fact for you. Damascus used to have the world's largest restaurant.
No way.
It's true. The Bawabet Dimash, it was called.
The Bawabet Dimash.
It could seat over 6,000 guests.
6,000? Can you imagine the size of the kitchen?
Right.
Wow. That just shows you how important food and hospitality are in Syrian culture.
And bringing people together, right?
Oh, definitely. There's a real emphasis on communal gatherings, and food is always at the center of it all.
Speaking of strong personalities, how about Queen Zenobia?
Ah, Queen Zenobia, what a story she has.
I know, right?
She wasn't content to just rule Palmyra,
No.
Oh no, she actually challenged the power of Rome.
The Roman Empire.
The one and only. Expanded her own kingdom and became a legend. She's a real inspiration, a symbol of resilience and that fighting spirit.
Even when facing, a whole empire. Wow, we've only scratched the surface here, but hopefully we're starting to see.
It's a place where ancient wonders, they blend with modern ingenuity. Empires have risen and fallen there, and different cultures, they continue to thrive.
It makes you think, what lessons can we take from Syria's history? What can we learn from the people who came before us?
Yeah, it's a good reminder that history isn't just about dates and names, right? It's about people. It's about understanding the human story, the ups and downs.
Absolutely, and this interconnectedness of our world.
Exactly, and the power of resilience, how people adapt and overcome challenges.
If you're feeling inspired to learn more, there's a whole world of information out there.
Just waiting to be discovered.
So keep digging.